Hi Libras, this is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing quite well actually, even though I have this. This, by the way, is the weekly reading for March 29th through April 4th, 2021. And this past week, I went to Mexico. While I was in Mexico, I slipped on the floor and hit my face, in case you can't guess. Why did I go to Mexico? Well, a lot of my family, two of my daughters, my daughter's boyfriend, his daughter, an adopted daughter, her 3 children, and another adopted daughter were all there. So why wouldn't I go? And it was like a fraction. It wasn't expensive at all. Really not. So the first card we get is the Sun. The Sun says that things are going to be sunny for you. Things are going to work out. It's all just kind of happy. It's one of my favorite cards, but it's sun, like going on the sun and enjoying life. And it's just a happy card. See the baby? He's so happy. Happy, happy, happy. And he's saying, yay, life is good. Yay, yay, yay. And that's where you're at. Life is good for you. Also, this is the Lover's card. It's reversed, so turn it over. This tells me that this week it might be a struggle. Even though overall your life is good, you might be struggling with a partnership. It could be a romantic partnership or a friend, but there's something going on. Also, the Sun can also be about friendships. But this is saying that because it's reversed, there's some struggles going on. And part of that is this 9 of Wands and 10 of Wands. And you've just been working too hard. You're working harder at this relationship than you need to. You need to find that calmness, that stillness. Spend this time loving one another. Spend this time hearing one another. If you don't understand what your partner is saying to you, ask them, well, what do you mean by that? Not in a mean way, not in a recrimination way. Just stop and ask. Because so often communication is the issue in relationships. It doesn't mean that anyone's right or wrong. It just means you're not understanding one another. Also, you get the Star, which tells me that you've got favorable omens going on. And your relationship is all about a favorable omen. You're in a very positive place. Also, we get the Knight of Pentacles. Turn it over. It's reversed. This card says to stay the course. Right now, what you need to be doing is staying the course of this relationship. Some days, I know you feel overwhelmed. You're like, why am I doing this? Well, but because it's right. Because this is where you need to be right now. What is Spirit trying to teach you with this? Because all of our relationships have lessons in them for us and knowledge, and we can grow from these relationships. And for the most part, any real relationship that we have is probably a person that's in our spirit group from the spirit world. So what is this person's long-term relationship with you? How many lives have you lived together? That might even be why the first time you saw this person, you just knew that they were the right one, if you did. Actually, with Libras, I think most of y'all did. That's just how y'all are. But what are you supposed to get out of this relationship? Where are you going with it? How can you grow? Okay, now I'm going to pull a card from the Earth Magic Oracle deck. And yes, I took this deck with me. And the card we get is Full Moon Completion. This tells me that the relationship that you're in right now is a completion of a contract that you made in the spirit world with this person. And that this relationship, if you're in one, or you might be entering one, it could be a good friendship, but I think in a lot of cases right now, this is about a relationship that this is a spirit contract. Furthermore, you need to learn to be vulnerable. That could be laying in a field of flowers and celebrating each other. But share your heart, share your spirit, because it's those things that pull you closer. So many other things seem like they pull you closer, but it's that sharing and that nurturing that relationship. It's like a little fire. You let it grow bigger and bigger and bigger. You have to nurture it. Part of that is by being vulnerable. And when you get the Eagle card, communication. Communication is key. Absolutely key. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel.